Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make a fabric masterboard. Now I've made paper ones before but never with fabric, and today I need something where I don't need to think too much about it. So if you want to create with me, this is what you need. I'm using a piece, it's quite a lightweight piece of fabric here, and this is really lightweight. This is muslin. You need an ink pad and some stamps. So I recently went to the scrap store again and I found these at the weekend, just single letters, and this one as well, which I thought was really nice, and I got them for, I don't know, 50p or something crazy like that. And what I'm going to do, I'm using an archival ink, and I am just going to really enjoy this process and not have to think too much about anything. I like having pieces already made, so when I am in the mood for creating, I can just pull out my stash and get going. Use any stamps that you have and don't think too much about it. If you've ever made a paper masterboard before, you'll know exactly what this is. I just thought I'd do something different, and because I do love fabric. Fabric is my first passion and paper after, but to combine them both together, I love that. So as I said, don't think too much about where everything is going. Just place it down. I also like dates as well, words and music. Oh, I don't know where I got this from. I haven't got an acrylic block big enough to put this on. I've had such a hard few days trying to sort out. If you follow me, you'll know that I retired last week, and I've been trying to sell all my bits and pieces and actually turn this into, I'm really lucky, turn it into a massive craft room. So I am so looking forward to being organised. Stupid me, back to front. And you can use this sort of thing in loads of different projects, from handmade cards to journals to, I don't know, anything you want. Clusters, snippets, strips. I think I've pressed that down too hard. I don't think that's going to come out. No, it's because I've got it back to front. Okay, let's try again. Oh well, and it's upside down. I'm going to get a bit of card just so that I don't get it all over my table. You can overlap things. You can put them sideways. Doesn't matter how you do it. You can even use, if you have it, different coloured inks. Let's try some colour. I've got a nice spiced marmalade archival ink here. Let's do some letters. Okay, so I finished that now. This is the muslin one. I like it because it's sheer, and I think it will look really nice once it's put over, layered over different fabrics. And this one, this was a slightly thicker material. I think it's come out a lot more crisp on this one. So finally, I am going to add a little bit of ink to this. Ink all over my hands. It's taken me ages to wash it off. So I like to do a little bit of this, especially if you're looking to age something a bit rather than it looking quite so crisp and new. You can just rub it over in places. Now, the reason I said to you at the beginning is don't think about what you're doing and just enjoy the process, is that in a minute I am going to turn this over so I can't see anything at all, and then I'm going to start cutting and ripping it up and see what I end up with. Now, obviously you don't need to do this. If you see bits you think, oh, I really like this and I want to cut that out, by all means do that. But what I like about the masterboards I've worked with before is that you never know what you're going to end up with. So let me show you. So I'm going to turn it over. Let me move these out the way. Now, this depends on how big you want your pieces to be. I want mine in different sizes, so I'm gonna, you can see through this. Try to ignore that, try not to cheat. So I'm just gonna do that and then rip it. Now I'm going to do the same again, just to give me some different size pieces. Just do it quickly, because otherwise you'll be thinking, oh no, I can see that through there. I don't want to cut just there. It is so hot in the UK today. I think we're on our 5th heat wave. Now, again, you don't even have to rip it. You can, if you want to, cut them. But I, as you know, oh God, I can't do this one. As you know, I like all these edges like that. Oh, I shouldn't turn it over yet. I want to do a big reveal. And this is the end result. So this is the slightly thicker fabric. Now you can take all these off if you want to, or just leave them on for texture. I've tried to rip them into different sizes, and I think I love all of them, but some of them come out better than others. But look at that, how nice, just a few words. And you, as I said, you can use these in any of your projects. Just put them aside. And then the muslin ones, I think probably the only one I don't like is that bit, so I'll throw that away. But everything else I think came out really nice. And I like the fact that I don't know what I'm going to end up with. So I'd really love to see what you make with your little fabric masterboard. So I just thought I'd show you what I actually made with these. I'm using those little letters. I stamped out the word autumn. I don't know why I'm thinking about that, because it's so hot here. Wishful thinking maybe. And this is a little cluster with various layers and the copper foil, and these bits, they're the frayed edges, and a little bit of embroidery. This is a metallic thread. I don't know whether the camera's gonna pick this up. And some little French knots. I'm gonna probably add a little bit more to this, but before you go, I've decided rather than putting today's makes into a drawer, I'd love to send these to one of you. So if you'd like to give these a new home, have this as well. Leave me a comment below and I will choose a winner on Friday the 21st of August 2026. Good luck everybody.